Hi everyone, this is Marie Blue Angel, and I am back with the demo for the Willowmist Emporium of Antiques and Curiosities. I am very excited to get back into it and see what else this demo has in store for us. And honestly, it's been a couple days since I played, and I'm just very excited to see how much more we get to see of Willowmist and of the story. And I hope you are too, so thanks for joining me. I'm gonna load in where I left off last time and we can get started. Alright, I remember now that it is Wednesday and we are going to Quinn's place, and we're currently at Quinn's place so that we can try out a new dish that he's been working on called Crimson Risotto. And overall, besides that, it's a very nice invite to someone who is new to town, and Lucille has accompanied us. And if you don't remember who Lucille is the knight that showed up today, I think Wednesday, yeah, to introduce herself and says that she will protect us with her life, which is very lovely, of course. So we're gonna see what happens next. I think I already read this, but let me just start from the bottom paragraph. Strings of twinkling lights crisscrossed overhead, casting a soft golden glow that danced off wooden tables and the cheerful faces gathered around them. Yes, I think that's it. The air was rich with the mouth-watering aroma of sizzling meats, freshly baked bread, and the faint sweetness of roasted vegetables. Every now and then, the scent of herbs and wood smoke wafted, that's the vowel I'm looking for, wafted past, carried on the gentle evening breeze. Plates of food and frothy pints of beer made their way to tables, the clinking of glasses mingling with bursts of laughter and lively chatter. This is such a cute space. I mean, from what we can see outside, it looks so cozy. And definitely somewhere I would want to eat for outdoor dining. And we haven't even seen really the food yet. Someone at a table in the corner strummed a guitar. Hold on, I am checking. I am. Okay. Checking that my microphone is on, which is very important. You came! Of course. How could I turn down the best chef in town? I brought a friend. I hope that's all right? The more the merrier when it comes to food, eh? Please, I reserved a table just for you. Sit. Before you could even place a hand in your chair to pull it out, Lucille had already done it. Lucille! Allow me to do that for you. Ah, you are so well-mannered, Lucille. The world would be a better place if we had more people like you. I only help where I can, Sir Quinn. Looking a little bit shocked, Lucille is. And so humble, too. Please sit down, sit and enjoy the atmosphere. Deliciousness awaits. I'm excited. Ooh, look at this background. It's so pretty. I like the grapes, the grapevines, and the purple flowers also. It is so cute. I would love to go to a place like this. Though I would worry in this if this is this summer? If it is summer, like mosquitoes and things. They really like to ruin what fun I do have when I'm outdoors. But I guess this place would ward well against that, in my mind at least. You sat down and Lucille adjusted your chair for you before crossing over to sit on the opposite side of the table. Her armor made a slight scraping sound, but you were impressed at how silent it was overall. Your auntie really did well picking that out. Where'd she manage to get armor like that anyway? I swear, there's so much I don't know about her. Maybe I'll get to ask when she comes back home. It's only 3 months away, after all. Let's hope so. I feel like 3 months could turn into longer than 3 months. Oh my god, cute! A nice CG. CG illustration of Lucille. You seem lost in thought, Blue. As I make up words for the dialogue. Oh, this is nice. We have our character sprite over here. More of the traditional structure that I've seen before. Not, I do like how they do it in this game. But I'm actually a little surprised because I'm kind of used to the dialogue being on the side, but it makes sense for the illustration. Okay, playing around with the audio a little bit. Oh, my bad. I was just thinking about my aunt. A fair topic to be consumed by. Your aunt is a wonderful woman. I'm almost jealous of you and Florian, you know? Jealous? You two honestly know her better than I do. All we know each other from is letters. Even now, I haven't seen her in what, 21 years? That is indeed a long time to go without seeing one's own family. Yet you cannot deny the bond you shared through your letters. A connection nurtured by words alone is no less meaningful. Yeah, but it's different, isn't it? I know her as my quirky aunt from the countryside who likes herbs and crystals. You, this town, really know her. Everyone I've spoken to seems to look up to her. She is the best of Willowmist. I do not think it an exaggeration to say that this town would not flourish as it does without her. Big shoes to fill. You needn't fill her shoes. Only bring your own. Aw, that's nice. Lucille leaned back in her chair, her eyes flickering away from you. Nevertheless, I understand the weight of time lost. Ah, probably better than anyone. I'm sorry. There is no need to apologize. Time, though it may slip through our fingers, grants us the moments we have now. And it is what we choose to do with those moments that truly matters. Though I need not remind you, Lady Sylvie did not ask Florian or I to tend to her most prized possession while she was absent. She asked you. In truth, it is part of the reason I have so quickly trusted in you. Lady Sylvie herself believes in you. That's good. That's a great reminder, honestly, and we kind of need that. Though again, like we're kind of left with like vague understanding about what exactly we're doing, but we'll do our best. She could have at least left me some instructions if she believed in me so much. Forget talking about me anyway. I'm more interested in knowing about your knightness. Do you truly find it so interesting? I do. Can you really use that sword? Is that sword real? The blade I carry? Indeed. It is the same one I used in the battles of my youth. Oh. Youth hardly sounds like the right word. You look so young. Your words are most gracious, though I assure you my youth has long since passed. Were it up to my mother, and had I not chosen the path of a knight, I would have married many years ago. She often reminded me that a sword makes a poor companion, though I suspect she underestimated how loyal a blade can be. It's nice to know that despite the year, mothers are just like that. Your mother also wishes for you to marry? Probably. I think it has more to do with wanting grandchildren than wanting me to get married. But anyway, about that sword. You can really use it? Like, use it? I assure you, my training has not gone to waste. This blade has seen me through many trials, and though I pray it will not be necessary in this time, I am prepared to wield it should the need arise. Okay, I don't think I'll need you to stab anyone, but I do appreciate the offer. I will endeavor not to stab anyone in your presence. Maybe just not at all. At that, she cracked a smile. I carry a sword not as an act of aggression, but a promise of protection. I would never harm another who was not deserving of it. I could hardly be called a knight otherwise. You're making me want to see you swing that thing. I bet it'd be really cool. Perhaps one day, should the need arise, I shall demonstrate. Until then, rest assured that my skill remains sharp. Yeah, like, when does she practice then? Like, is there a space for her to do that? Also, I feel like this is foreshadowing a little bit. We might need that in the future. I also do wonder, like, how old Lucille would be. Like, I don't imagine she would be that much older. Also, given if she's from past times, the age of, like, being married off was, like, younger also. Like, as early as, I don't know. I mean, maybe even earlier than 16 in my mind. So she could be, like, the same age as us. But, you know, makes sense that she would refer to, like, her youth as more of when she, you know, was in adolescence, versus, now, I guess. I would think knights are allowed to get married. So, knights are allowed to get married. I'm sorry, but I've got to ask. Knights can get married? Indeed, though there are some limitations. We may not marry commoners, nor people of higher status unless arranged by our lords. Huh. I guess I just thought knights had to, stay single, like monks or something. Not at all. While some knights do choose to forego marriage in favor of their duties, it is not a requirement. We are permitted to wed provided the union aligns with the expectations of our station. So, what happens if you fall for someone who doesn't meet the rules? Then, one must choose between desire or duty. It is not an easy decision, but a knight's honor lies in loyalty to their vows. How complicated. Here I thought modern dating was difficult. Such is the life of a knight, but I would not trade it for anything. Honor and duty are the corners of my existence, and to stray from them would be to betray myself. I want to do that again. Honor and duty are the cornerstones of my existence, and to stray from them would be to betray myself. So, does that mean you've never, fallen for someone? Not that look. It looks so wistful. Lucille's composure faltered for the briefest moment, her cheeks coloring faintly beneath her confident demeanor. No, I have always prioritized my duties above such matters. There was little time to entertain the notion of romance. What about now? Okay, to be fair, I mean, that's so fine, especially for a demo, and I'm not super committed to I'm assuming I won't be able to choose a route on the demo. I've only seen the hearts with Lucille. I don't know, like, I've had minimal interactions with Emmett, and I don't think I can see any until I see him next, versus, like, Florian even, and I think that's just because those two are harder to get along with from the start in general, at least like initially. So I'm gonna have to put a little bit more work. But we might as well flirt while we're here. What about now? No. You said it yourself. This is a totally foreign time to you, right? No one's caught your fancy around town? Caught my fancy. I must admit, I have not yet considered such a matter. My focus has been on adapting to this time and fulfilling my duties. Matters of the heart seem secondary to ensuring I can serve and protect those who place their trust in me. That's a very knightly response. I agree. I am a knight, after all. Though, perhaps it would not be unwelcome to find such a connection. I almost can't imagine you with a crush. Really? people say that sometimes, and I'm just like, well, we've only known Lucille for today. And I guess we can imagine things given that we know she's from a different time, but like, I can see it. Why not?
Neither can I, truthfully.
Is your armor heavy?
It seems like a lot to walk around in all... Is that heavy? It seems like a lot to walk around in at all hours of the day. For one not accustomed to such weight, perhaps. But I have borne this weight since my youth. It feels as natural to me as the air I breathe. She glanced down at her polished armor, her expression thoughtful. Truthfully, this set is quite light compared to the one I wore when I arrived first in Willowmist. That armor was forged for battle, with heavy plating and chainmail beneath. And it carried far more than its own weight. Every dent and scratch held a memory of the field or of my training. So, this must be like casual wear to you, huh? In a sense, yes. I find it reassuring in a way. Wearing it reminds me of who I am, no matter how strange this time may seem. I don't think I could even stand upright in something like that, let alone move around so gracefully. Grace comes with time and practice, my friend, though I suspect you would carry it well, should you ever wish to try.
Oh, that was a nice little combo with Lucille. Get to know her a little bit.
Bon appetit! Dinner is served. Quinn appeared as if from thin air, then placed 2 dishes down, one in front of each of you. What you saw would have been fit for the finest restaurant anywhere. The creamy beets were so red it almost surprised you. If it is delicious, then you will sing my praises through all of Willowmist. If it is not, then simply strike me down, as I could not bear the thought of serving our lovely Sylvie's family anything less than perfect.
Well, she brought a sword, so let's hope it's good.
I am near trembling in my boots. Please, taste.
It smells delicious. You raised a fork full of the risotto to your mouth, and the creamy texture, the tender rice, and the velvety sauce, it was beyond delicious. As you chewed, the earthy flavor of the roasted beets, almost sweet, filled your mouth.
Quinn, this is delicious. Magnificent. You do not understand how that warms my heart so. I had worried for a moment. My prep time was cut short last night. A full moon does things to a person sometimes, you understand. A full moon.
Okay. I already speculated about vampires last time, so I'm just gonna throw the word werewolf out there, but we'll just see when we see it.
Nevertheless, enjoy. Fine company makes a meal even more delicious, eh? You looked back over towards Lucille, who seemed to be enjoying her meal just as much as you were. Quinn wandered back through the tables, smiling and chatting to each person he passed by. Everyone looked happy to speak to him.
He's really nice.
Indeed, he is a noble man with a noble heart. We are fortunate to have him in Willowmist.
Woohoo! Rank up. Oathkeeper. Completed Lucille event 1. Okay, so I believe Lucille was the first event, so that's great. Lucille in blue. We're cute. Level up. You are now level 2. Skill point +1. Okay, what does that mean? Do I get to do anything with that? Oh, right. I forgot. We can immediately go. I have to read these. We can level up one of these categories. One is charm. Your ability to negotiate and sweet talk customers. Charm increases the chances of customers paying more during haggling, buying more than one item, and offers you better deals in markets and auctions. That's very important. A keen eye for value and a sharp mind for history. Smarts help you accurately assess an item's worth and spot fakes before they cost you. That's also important. Luck, a knack for being in the right place at the right time. Luck increases the chance of rare items appearing in the markets, auctions, and random events. And sometimes you get lucky.
A steady hand and a talent for repairs. Handiwork boosts the quality of restored items and increases the odds of getting the shop sparkly clean. An eye for presentation and a flair for arrangement. Style draws more customers to the shop and makes your wares more appealing, raising your chance of making a sale. I feel like I'm gonna go with charm. I don't really know. Click to assign. I'm gonna go with. I feel like I'm gonna go with charm or smarts. I just clicked charm after I said that, but here we are. Anyways, that was fun. So I guess for each event that we have with different characters, we get and we level up in terms of our character like bond with them, but also we get a skill point, which is very fun. That's neat. I like that. Let's see. Okay. Well, we're still eating. We've had the crimson risotto, or maybe it's creamy risotto, and I'm like forgetting the name. Anyways, it's red, so it's made with beets. I wonder how good that would be. Give me a second to charge my laptop. Okay, back in business. You continued eating, eyes passing over the various people that sat at the tables. There were all kinds: friends, couples, families. The atmosphere was extremely pleasant, and it was easy to fall into the town's rhythm. Absent-mindedly, you looked past Lucille's shoulder, your eyes locking onto someone sitting a few tables away from you. Oh. Huh. That guy does know how to cut loose. It's Emmett. I guess he just doesn't like me in particular. Oh well, no loss there, I suppose. Hey, Lucille? Yes, Blue. What are we gonna ask her? Don't turn around too quickly. But do you know him? She spun around, incredibly obvious. Sir Emmett? Yes, he is often around at the store assisting Lady Sylvie. What do you think of him? Lady Sylvie believes him to be a man of his word, and extremely talented in his work. So, my aunt likes him, that's good. He's a bit cold. As far as I'm aware, he is like that with most people. Sir Emmett likes to keep a professional distance from much of the town. I'm gonna make that man my friend. If that's the last thing I do. I certainly hope it is not the last thing you do, but I would happily support you in your endeavor. You will? Indeed. Though he does not say it, I can only imagine that keeping such a distance becomes lonely at times. Putting that aside, however, perhaps it is time for us to take our leave. Okay. Both of your plates had long since been scraped clean, neither of you daring to leave even a single crumb up behind. Well, we'll have to do something to say thanks to Quinn. He didn't have to do all this. You both stood from the table, weaving your way past the other guests. As you passed Emmett, he looked up from his plate and met your gaze, more directly than usual. Oh, Blue. There you are. I was hoping I'd run into you. Were you? same reaction. Yes. I've been meaning to say something. I've been thinking about it for a while. You're doing better than I expected. I mean, it's been like one day. That's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, it's good. Oh, thank you. The store, the town, it's not easy. You make it look easier than it is. I don't think I've said that before. I should have. Are you feeling okay? I've never been better. Blue. Maybe a bit warm. Is it warm tonight or something? I mean, you are wearing a coat. Aren't we going into winter? Maybe it's just you. I'm warm? Yeah, you seem warm. What is this conversation? Uh-huh.
Well, what was I saying?
Something about me being warm.
Right, that. You should stay.
Oh, as fun as that sounds, I'm actually out with Lucille tonight.
Ugh. Why?
We were having dinner.
I should have asked first. Next time, have dinner with me.
What's with the sudden change of heart, my dude? I mean, that's fine because we said we want to be friends, so that's great.
I would like that. Good. That's good. Get home safe. And don't forget you promised. You hurried away with Lucille, waving thanks to Quinn on the way out. Lucille, I fear we may have just witnessed a real-life, bona fide demon possession. Sir Emmett, you mean? He was being uncharacteristically amiable. He was being uncharacteristically amiable. That's the way. He shot me down instantly when I suggested hanging out together outside of work. He shot me down instantly when I suggested hanging out together outside of work. Perhaps he had a change of heart. You are wonderfully charming, Blue. Thanks, but I don't think so. Seriously, we need to call a priest or something. I shouldn't let that distract me, though. Lucille, thanks for coming out with me. I had a great night. Food really is better with good company. You have my thanks for allowing me to accompany you, Blue. It was truly wondrous to get to know you as a person. Do you live far from here? Want me to walk you home? That will not be necessary. Please, allow me to walk you home instead. As your knight, it is my sworn duty to ensure your safety. To allow you to escort me instead would be unthinkable. Willowmist seems pretty safe and quiet, though. I don't think you need to ensure my safety or anything. It is a quiet town, yes, but even the stillest waters may hide unexpected dangers. As your companion, I cannot allow you to face the night unguarded. Seriously, it's like a 10-minute walk. 10 minutes or 1 hour, it matters not. My role as your protector does not end when the sun sets. Please, allow me to fulfill my oath. You sighed, but found it more amusing than anything. All right, you win, Miss Lady Knight. Lead the way. As it should be, my lady. Blue. Lucille's voice softened, the faintest glimmer of a smile touching her lips as she gestured for you to follow. Together you stepped through the cool night air, the quiet streets of Willowmist stretching before you. Right, Blue. I mean, what was with Emmett? It is not because we just, had better, a level up in our skill, but maybe something has happened. Maybe the full moon does something to people. There we go. I am now safely deposited back home. All is well with the world. Now I feel bad letting you walk home alone. Please, do not trouble yourself with such thoughts. If anyone even entertained the notion of harming me, I would be able to defend myself, she says with a smile. Look at that smile. Cute. And as you say, Willowmist is quite safe. Then you agree you didn't need to walk me back. Safe or not, it is my duty to see you home safely. But, I will admit, perhaps my insistence was not entirely selfless. I find that I rather enjoy your company. Her tone softened, a glimmer of warmth in her usual composed demeanor. So while it is my honor to fulfill my role as your knight, I must confess, it is also my pleasure. Oh-hoo, someone's a smooth talker. Only an honest talker, Blue. And now that you are safely home, my mission is complete. I bid you good night with the hope that we shall meet again on the morrow. Good night.
She offered a light bow, her golden hair catching the soft glow of the night as she turned and began her journey home, leaving you with a faint smile lingering on your lips. Man, she's really great. You turned towards your door, digging the old key out of your pocket. It was halfway turned in the keyhole when you heard voices within. I win and Florian loses. Someone owes me $5.
What are you even going to do with $5?
You pushed open the door, peering curiously into the room.
Hello, Florian.
Ugh.
Jesus Christ, can you stop sneaking around in the middle of the night all the time?
Maybe you should stop. Maybe you should spend less time sulking about in the dark here then. Was someone else here?
Huh?
I thought I heard you talking to someone. After calming, he rubbed at the back of his neck, looking away.
What weirdo would be hanging around here this late?
You, for one.
I work here.
Uh-huh. At night. Alone. In the dark. So, just talking to yourself then?
Guess so. Anyway, I'm busy.
You sure look it.
How was dinner?
He says with a blush. It was lovely. Quinn is an amazing chef. He really missed out, you know.
Yeah, I know.
At that, Florian's face dropped.
I'll get back to work.
Huh? Sure. Have a nice night.
Okay. Are we going to talk about that?
Whatever. We'll figure it out later. You let out an audible sigh when you finally reached your home away from home. The weight of the day's events had finally begun to settle on your shoulders. Every day seemed to be like that lately. Now, just in your pajamas, you got yourself a nice, cool glass of water and settled down on a chair. Willowmist sure was strange, and boy, you were enjoying it so far. I wonder what was up with Emmett, though. He said he stopped by sometime. Maybe I'll get the chance to ask him. Maybe he really was swayed by my overwhelming charm. Maybe. I guess we leveled that up. A gentle breeze reached you from the open window, and you closed your eyes, leaning back and enjoying the feeling. And then you heard rustling. Opening your eyes, you saw a piece of paper of some kind drift in on the wind, before settling on top of the wardrobe. What the? Man, I'll close the windows if trash comes in on a breeze. Is it a letter for you? You stood, then made your way over to the dresser, which you now realize was far too tall for you to reach the top of. Great. I'm going to be stuck with trash forever. That won't annoy me at all. I guess I'll ask Florian for a letter tomorrow. Maybe the storeroom has something. At that moment, a soft, gentle green glow began to envelop the piece of paper, and it slowly fell into your outstretched hand. Oh. What? It seemed to be a letter, although rather short. It read, So, I might have gone a teensy bit overboard last night. It was supposed to be funny. Not, glass-smashing, hand-slicing funny. Anyway, I'm really sorry I made you get hurt. I didn't mean for that to happen. Promise. I hope you're feeling better. At the bottom was a hugely elaborate signature that you couldn't quite make heads or tails of. What in the... A teensy bit overboard? Is this Florian pranking me or something? Right. Blue. This has got to be Florian. If it's not Florian, then... You glanced around the room, half expecting someone to jump out laughing, but the stillness of the room answered with silence. Your gaze returned to the letter as a sinking realization began to settle in. If it's not Florian, then no one else knew about the glass. I think... Okay, the letter is definitely the same person from last night where we had a cut in our hand.
Then Florian ran away after seeing blood. But I do think that this is the same person who was just downstairs talking to Florian and maybe is some sort of person, entity, creature who hangs around the shop but hasn't been introduced yet or hasn't introduced themselves. And I guess we're gonna see what exactly happens. But I would be creeped out, to be honest, because it is a lot to take in. Someone was in here. There is a ghost. Hey, ghost, once again. I'm really chill. No one answered. Well, I'm going to sleep now. Please don't steal my soul or anything while I'm asleep, all right? I promise it won't taste good. You quickly crawled into bed, settling into the soft sheets. No ghost disturbed you as you fell into yet another deep, restful slumber. Okay. What a fun day. It's now Thursday and it's only slightly cloudy. Also we gained EXP to get to level 2, which is good. Let me check inventory and the stats. See, we're charm 2, which I think helps us, and something that's been mentioning that we have more charm. We have one with Lucille, but like I can't click on like I don't have like an actual little bar or anything. Okay. Anyways, it's morning time. You awoke to a commotion from downstairs. That was slowly becoming commonplace around here. Rising out of bed, you dressed, grabbing an apple on the way down for breakfast. Florian? It's morning time. Oh, I didn't mean to wake you up. You found Florian mopping the floors again, and a toppled over suit of armor that had previously been leaning against the back wall sprawled out on the ground. Sir Florian, you ought to take heed. Though I admire your dedication to you arriving earlier in the day, it is no use if you cannot perform your duties correctly. It was an accident, okay? What are you doing here so early? Wait, you did go home last night, didn't you? Florian. I was busy, all right. You can get off my back about it. There's really nothing to keep you that busy here. I would never expect or want you to do that. I haven't been able to sleep anyway. Might as well be doing something useful. Even if you can't sleep, you should be resting. The key to a steadfast body and mind, Sir Florian, is rest. Even the finest knights cannot protect their charge if they are worn down by exhaustion. Lucille stepped forward, then stood up the fallen suit of armor. A lack of sleep dulls the senses, clouds judgment, and weakens resolve. Trust me, I have seen even the strongest falter when they neglect their rest. Yeah, well, good for you, knights. Maybe you guys don't have insomnia. Sleepless nights are not foreign to me, but to push yourself without reprieve only invites disaster. She's right. It's not even about the sleep so much. It's about giving yourself a break. You need it. You deserve it after a long day's work, especially. I don't want a break. I want to keep busy. I can see that. Florian's hand tightened around the mop handle. You cannot pour from an empty vessel, Sir Florian. You two are way too nosy. I mean, isn't it kind of my job to be nosy? And also we asked us to make sure that Florian's getting enough sleep. I mean, it's fine if you want to keep busy, but I do wonder if he will topple over during the day. Like, are you not hungry or anything either? Like, maybe you should eat some breakfast. Is something I would suggest at least. Just get some rest. Don't worry about work today. Fine, if it gets you off my back. No promises I'll even be able to sleep, though. We do not ask for perfection, only effort.
Finally, he leaned the mop against the wall, then ran a hand through his mop of hair. You couldn't help but notice the slightly more defined eye bags under his eyes. He then started on his way upstairs. That's my bed, mister? That's awfully forward of you, Florian. What? I know you're tired, but you do have your own bed, don't you? What are you saying? I said I'd show you the attic. The attic. I was just gonna show you it before I leave. God. I forgot about the attic, personally, but he doesn't need to know that. It has nothing to do with your bed. Fine, but after this, go home. Yeah, whatever. I forgot about the attic. Oh, it's cute, so we can get more items. Thanks for doing that. I mean, you kind of just started going upstairs. You could have been like, hey, the attic, by the way. Dust motes danced through the beams of light that filtered in through the stained glass window at the back of the room. It's a very pretty stained glass window. I like the details. Always wanted to make like a window piece. It left a splash of colorful patterns across the jumbled, mismatched antiques that filled the attic. Old trunks, boxes, overflowing with trinkets and well-loved books. Ta-da! The attic. Like I said, Sylvie's been meaning to clean this crap up to sell anyway. And by crap, I mean there's a lot of rubbish here. You might find nothing worth selling. I don't know. There certainly is a lot of stuff. You can say crap. It's not crap. Just an assortment of items. Some more worthwhile than others. Sounds like a roundabout way of saying some of it is crap. As you moved through the room, your eyes caught something odd. A flash of movement near the shelves. You turned, only to find someone hanging upside down from the edge of a high shelf. Her bright smile and sparkling eyes pointed directly at you. Winnie? Ta-da! Ah! You stumbled backwards, barely catching yourself before you tripped over your aunt's collection of used phone books. Before you could even process what was happening, the figure slipped, letting out a startled yelp as she tumbled to the floor in a heap. You winced, waiting for the sound of impact, but nothing came. Was this who we saw in the room earlier? Ow! Wait, that didn't even hurt. Why am I saying ow? Oh my gosh, are you okay? The figure popped up immediately, brushing herself off with a sheepish grin. I like your colors. Oh, look at your hair. So cute. Never better. Another flawless landing by yours truly. You fell. Thank you. I know my graceful performance was one you'll remember forever. Please, hold the applause. Then you noticed that she was ever so slightly transparent. Oh. She struck a dramatic pose, her hands forming a heart over her chest as she flashed you a dazzling grin. Hello, Blue. It's so exciting to finally meet you. You're in the presence of future international superstar and idol Winnie. She twirled in place, but her motion ended with a slight wobble, making you instinctively reach out as though to catch her. But your hands passed right through her. Winnie. Wait a second. You're the girl who was in my room the other night. You're a beautiful woman with adoring fans all over the world. The only fan you have is that one. Florian pointed to an old dusty electric fan that sat in the corner of the room. Boo, you suck. I have loads of fans. Where are they then? Here and there. You wouldn't know them, since all you do is sit around in the store every day. That's funny, coming from you. Overwhelmed, you sat down on the wooden floor, staring towards this insane display. Anyway, you can just go away if you're gonna be such a spoil sport. I want to talk to Blue. Shoo, Stinky.
I'm not stinky.
Hi, hey, why are you sitting on the ground? You're gonna get all dusty. She rushed over, then squatted down beside you. I think the dust is the least of my worries right now. Florian, am I going crazy or something?
Maybe, but that has nothing to do with her.
So, she's real.
Unfortunately.
Hey, I'm right here, you know. Why didn't you tell me?
Look, I figured you'd find out eventually. She's hard to miss.
I'm the only one keeping things lively around here. If it were up to Florian, the whole place would be a ghost town. No pun intended.
A ghost in the store.
Sure, why not? We've got a night. Why not a ghost too? Aw, your thinking face is so cute. Maybe you should be the super famous internet idol.
That would make one of you.
Anyway, I'm really sorry for scaring you.
No, you're not.
I'm really sorry that scaring you made you get hurt. I really didn't mean for that to happen. I just maybe kind of had a bet with Florian over whether or not I could spook you. Now, Florian owes me $5.
That's what you were talking about last night? I'm going home. Good luck dealing with that one.
That one? I have a name, you know.
With that, Florian left, heading back downstairs and out of the store. I got one heart interaction with Florian. That's good. And then we'll see with the others what will happen.
So anyway, now that he's gone, I have something I want you to help me with.
You do? Is it like dealing with something you left behind before you...
I want to become the most famous internet idol ever.
Oh, right, of course.
I should have guessed. And if you help me with it, I'll promote the store. It's a win-win for both of us, don't you think? I'll get all the adoring fans. You can get lots of people visiting your store. Come on, what do you say? Pretty please, pretty please. It'll be loads of fun, I promise. I can try.
I don't know much about idols or becoming famous, though.
Scratch that. I know nothing about idols or becoming famous.
Yay!
Yay! You're the best ever. You're pretty much my manager now.
Whoa, I don't know about that, but
I can try to help you at the very least. Right now? How about later tonight? I'm about to open the store, but once it closes, I'm free. Yes. Oh, this is going to be so amazing. We'll have to pick out outfits, make videos, maybe even do live streams. Ooh, would you do my hair too? Ooh, I have so many ideas already.
Maybe we can make you a theme song. And what kind of idol would you be without a theme song?
Oh my god. How could I forget a theme song? Can you make music?
I played the guitar before.
Really?
I was 12, but who's asking?
Woohoo! I'm so excited. By the way, Winnie, why didn't you introduce yourself sooner? I don't bite. Well, not unless you ask nicely, anyway. Oh, Florian told me I shouldn't talk to you. Huh? Does he really hate me that much? No, Florian doesn't hate anyone. He's a big softie under all that emo-ish blandness.
So, tsundere. Okay. My favorite.
He said you were from out of town and you might not be into the whole, ghost thing. He thought it might be a better idea to wait a little and see what you thought of the town first.
What? Is the whole town hiding a bunch of ghosts I don't know about?
Maybe. I've never met another ghost. Even thinking about meeting a ghost gives me the shivers. Ooh. You're afraid of ghosts? Well, yeah. Who would it be?
And that doesn't seem at all funny to you.
What do you mean?
Don't worry about it.
You stood up from the ground, then dusted off your clothes. It really was dusty down here. I better get to work. So, do you just hang around in here? I go wherever the fun is. That'll be all over the place now that we know each other. Yippee! That sounds dangerous. Okay. I'll let you get to work for now. But tonight, you're all mine, okay? Don't forget, we're gonna make magic happen. Got it. Tonight, magic. Sure, I'm all yours. They'll call me Blue the Wizard with all the magic I'm about to make happen. Later, that is. Now I have to be Blue, the shopkeeper. Time to go to work. Okay, so we met Winnie. Does Lucille? Oh, I was like, Lucille knows about Winnie. Lady Winona, it is good to see you fine and well. Lucy! Winnie charged forward, then jumped as if to hug Lucille, and went straight through her. Oh, one day it'll work. It is a thought that counts. I will prepare my stance for the day it does. That's the spirit. Was that pun intended? That's my secret. I am pleased to see you have become acquainted with each other. The store was far too quiet without Lady Winona around. Aw, you're making me blush. I am only speaking the truth. Well, I think you're trying to make me turn red. You're so charming, Lucy. Honesty is not charm, Lady Winona. It is simply the way of a knight. Well, I think you're charming, and noble, and strong, and... Are you trying to make Lucille join your idol group or something? I've never heard so many compliments in one breath. Maybe. Just imagine a knight idol. Have you ever heard of something so cute? I fear my talents do not extend to performance arts. And cute, I am not. Boo. I think you're plenty cute. Don't you think so, Blue? We're gonna give it to Winnie. Aren't you the queen of cute, Winnie? You're the queen of cute here, Winnie. Blue speaks the truth. You are far more suitable for the role of an idol than I. Ah! Shut up! My heart can only handle so much praise in one day. She says that, but she looks like she's handling it just fine. It sure will get a bit more rowdy with Winnie here. Oh, Lucille, you should totally be my bodyguard when I go viral. Every idol needs a super cool knight watching their back. If it is a matter of security, I will, of course, fulfill my duty. Do you mean an actual bodyguard or a part of your act? Well, picture it. The amazing idol Winnie and her gallant guardian, the unbreakable Dame Lucille de Rosario of the Order of the Crown. That title keeps getting longer and longer. Good branding is key, don't you think? If my presence lends credibility to your efforts, I shall assist in what way I can. However, should any real danger arise, I will take my duty most seriously. I would not let harm befall either of you. You smiled, shaking your head as Winnie practically sparkled with joy. All right. Let's focus on opening the store first. If a horde of admirers shows up, I trust Lucille to keep us all safe. You have my word. I'll handle the fans. This is so going to be our big break. I'm not sure ghost idols to be come with fans, but that's all right. Time to get to it. Okay, what are we doing today? We got a lot of things to do. Checking my time. Wow, I'm already almost to the hour. I guess I could finish this. Bills. Attic unlocked. It's cloudy outside. Maybe you should sort through storage and then do that? The cleanliness is okay. Okay, let's do that. With tidying the attic, you tugged a dusty box from behind a stack of hat cases and found something curious inside. A travel vanity filled to the brim with eyeshadows, blushes, lipsticks, and more. What's that I spy? Makeup? Oh, Lucille, come here. Is someone in peril?
Look at what Blue found.
Truly, a treasure. The craftsmanship is beautiful. It would suit you, Lady Winona.
If only I could actually use it.
I know it's not the same, but I could help you use it on someone else.
But who would? Lucy!
Me. I have never worn such a thing. I do not think it would suit me.
Oh, Lucy, you look super pretty. I mean, you always look pretty, but it'd be fun.
Only if you want to, though. For all we know, this makeup is cursed. Knowing Lady Sylvie, the chances are high. However, I will admit, I am curious.
So?
I suppose it would not hurt to try.
Yay!
I shall place myself at your service, Lady Winona and Blue.
That's the spirit. Okay, Blue, brush in your right hand. No, your other right. First of all, maybe some blush. That would really bring out her cheekbones, and the rest could follow. Just a little, though. Maybe some eyeshadow to match.
Your counsel is deft, Lady Winona. Blush and eyeshadow it is. Here goes nothing. Attempt makeup. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope this goes well. Yeah, we did it.
By the way, have you really never worn makeup before?
Nay. While the women in my village were picking up their first rouge brush, I was already long in training as a squire. The most adornment I was afforded was the armor on my body, not upon my face. Armor is still adornment, just heavier. Your words ring true, Blue. I have owned many ceremonial sets of armor in my lifetime, some which have been passed down for centuries. Perhaps this is not so different. And there we go. What do you think? You held up a mirror to Lucille's face. You held a light torch. You had a light touch. The makeup wasn't too apparent, but accentuated Lucille's features in a delicate way. Is this truly my face? It is a wonder, truly.
You're so pretty, Lucy. Blue, you really worked your magic.
All the credit goes to my director.
A joint effort.
Thank you, both. Blush, blush. It is not often I indulge in such things, and I must say it has left me wondering if I have missed out on a great deal in my younger years.
There's plenty of time left to make up for it, if you like.
You are too kind, Blue. Truly. You have my thanks. Aw, cute. And we get to spend time with the ladies. Have a little girls' activity. With that, you packed away the makeup and continued your searching. You began searching through your aunt's collection. I do like that we get to meet Winona. We get a harp. What is this? A harp for ants? A miniature harp? Okay. I'm gonna say at least $30. Quality is poor. Maybe 20. Or just one thing? Okay, that's fine. Can't you check out the back?
I'm really sorry, sir, but we don't stock anything that isn't antique. There's probably a store around town that has.
There isn't. This is the last place I've got left to check. You really don't have it? I might have an old flip phone or something upstairs, but new phone models? No, I'm afraid not. This is ridiculous. How do you not stock phones at all? What is this? The Stone Age? I mean, it's an antique shop. This is an antique store. God, what did I do to deserve this? Once again, this is an antique store. We're not a regular store, and we don't carry new products. Typical. These small towns and their old people shops. Can't even get a proper phone around here. At that moment, you heard the sound of metal grating against metal, and in the blink of an eye, a silver sword was placed between you and the customer. Oh, good shot, Lucille. Good sir, you will respect the master of this establishment, or you will leave. Hey, watch where you're waving that thing, woman. It's a sword, not a toy. This blade was forged in the fires of war.
I'm well aware that it is no toy. Now you may either apologize, or you may leave. Fine. Fine. Sorry. Jesus. He grumbled and turned on his heel, leaving the shop with all the haste of a man threatened with a real sword.
Whew! Thanks, Lucille.
It is my pleasure. Should you require aid, you need only ask, Boo. She gave a smile and sheathed her sword with ease. I was hoping he'd get the hint without having a sword pointed at him. Oh well. Some people require a firmer hand to understand the importance of manners. Is there usually many customers like that? Nay, the majority are very courteous and polite. Lady Sylvie would say that a great deal of trouble came from passing tourists. However, they are few and far between. Tourists, huh? He did seem to be passing through. Aye, the inhabitants of this town are a good sort, and would never speak ill of the store.
Everyone likes Aunt Sylvie, huh?
Indeed. She is the best of us, and then some.
Hey, Lucille, thank you, really. I know it's your job, but...
My sword is yours. Your enemies are mine. If there is but one thing you can depend on in this life, it is that.
Oh.
She bowed her head and left to continue her patrol.
42% or 42 XP. Nice. Okay, well that was the morning. We found an antique harp. What's common? How is this common? I've never seen that. I'm gonna put 20 and we're gonna see.
You get seated behind the counter, ready for today's customers.
Quinn! Ah, a lovely day for a bit of shopping, don't you think?
The bell chime and Quinn comes in. Welcome. Alas, my coin purse and my heart are not in agreement. Until we meet again, may your fortune fill your shelves and your heart.
See you next time.
The customer leaves the store. No one else is coming now.
I need to make $30. Okay. You stretched, tearing a pop from a joint somewhere you didn't want to think about too much as someone entered through the front door. In more casual clothing.
What are you doing here? Don't tell me I have to put you in timeout.
Timeout? How old do you think I am? I left something here this morning. I was just coming to pick it up. What do you mean? It's not like I came back because I missed you or anything. With that blush, are you sure?
Fine. I guess it's a sufficient reason for you to be back. But you better go home straight away.
God, you're worse than my mother.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Actually, do you live far away?
Why?
I was just wondering.
Not really. 10 minutes or so from here. Oh, not bad.
You checked back and forth and couldn't see Winnie anywhere in the room. Can we talk?
I thought you wanted me to leave.
Just for a minute.
Guess it's inevitable. Sure. I should have changed the other pricing on the other items. I don't know why I didn't do that. What is it?
There's a real-life ghost living in the store, and Lucille claims to be a time traveler, and I believe her for some reason.
Yep.
Just yep?
I don't know what you want me to say. Yes, Winnie's a ghost. And yes, Lucille is a knight.
How? Why? What's going on here? Did my aunt know?
Of course she did. She knows everything that goes on in this town. That's just the kind of woman she is. Really, this whole antique store rubbish is mostly a front.
A front? For what? You're not going to tell me this is something illegal, are you? I really don't want to go to prison if this is a setup.
What? No. Willowmist is full of people who don't fit in. People who are running away from something or don't blend into a normal society. Sylvie helps them. The town depends on her. She's a problem solver, I guess.
She's the one that makes this town a place where people can exist without having to explain themselves.
So, the people in town, they're all like Winnie and Lucille.
Not all of them, but a lot, yeah.
And everyone knows?
I guess. Some of them do, some of them don't. Some don't want to know. Not everyone in Willowmist... Not everyone in Willowmist is like that, but they get it in their own way. I don't know, it's more like people just don't ask.
And you're just okay with that.
Why wouldn't I be?
It's a lot to take in.
You get used to it.
You sighed, running a hand through your hair.
Or don't. Just let things happen. You're here for what? 3 months? You'll be fine.
You exhaled deeply before leveling a look at Florian. Okay, so what about you? Great question. The question I had in my mind. And I'll go on for a little longer to finish out the night, I guess. Or maybe at least until this conversation's over.
What about me?
You said a lot of people here don't fit in.
What's your deal then?
A beat of silence. Florian's expression didn't change, but there was something just a little too measured about it now.
I just work here.
You just work here?
Yep.
No tragic backstory, no running from the past, no big secret?
Nope.
Florian.
Lou.
Fine, be mysterious, but I'm on to you.
There's nothing to be mysterious about. I just happened to be born here. Anyway, you told me to leave, so I'm leaving.
Wait. I'm meant to do what she does.
How would I know? Sylvie doesn't tell me shit.
I can hardly help myself, let alone an entire town of people.
You don't need to help everyone.
That's kind of the whole point, though, isn't it? My aunt did. Florian sighed, shifting his weight slightly as he rubbed the back of his neck.
Yeah, well, you're not her.
Wow, thanks.
That's not what I meant.
For a second he hesitated, his fingers tightening slightly against his sleeve. Then in a quieter voice he spoke again.
Look, even if you only help one person, it's worth it.
His tone was uncharacteristically earnest. No sarcasm, no sighing frustration, and he's blushing, just something quiet and certain. You blinked at him, momentarily taken aback. That's surprisingly optimistic coming from you. He shoved his hands into his pockets, glancing away as if embarrassed by his own sincerity.
Not everything has to be a grand gesture. Not everything has to fix something. Sometimes just being here, just doing one good thing is enough.
Sounds like something my aunt would say.
Maybe it was. Blush, blush.
Did you believe her?
Maybe.
He smiled, exhaling softly before shaking your head. You're a weird guy, Florian.
Yeah, well, you work here now, so you're one of us. Now, I'm really going. Night.
Night, Florian. Let me walk you out.
Okay.
The two of you found your way downstairs, wood groaning beneath your feet. Ooh, coming out of your room together at night? How scandalous.
Shut up. I'm leaving. Blush, blush.
Have a nice night, Blow Blow.
Not my name.
The door shut soundlessly behind him as he left. He's such a spoilsport. Well, whatever. We've got the whole place to ourselves now. Should we throw a party or something? A party in an antique store does sound pretty cool. And we're gonna have to leave it at that because my hour is up, more or less. Well, actually more. But yeah, that was a bit of Wednesday night and most of Thursday. I will continue in the next video. Let me know what you think. I'm really enjoying the story so far, and I'm glad that we kind of seen a bit more of how the game is going to work
in terms of like the events with the characters, like we saw with Lucille. We've met Winnie, who's super fun. And I don't know if we're gonna meet any more characters, to be honest. I mean, well, actually, I can probably check. That's a that's a great question. Are we gonna meet more characters? At least one more, I think. No, oh, okay. So apparently these are our mains, at least now, in terms of. No, no. I think there should be more here. Did you see these people at the bottom? Maybe there will be more. Okay, but I do want to know. Wasn't there like a we know people type of thing? Okay, okay. There's gonna be at least one more character. One more character. One more character. Okay, great. That we're gonna meet, and I assume we'd meet them in the demo, so we'll see. Anyways, let me know what you think so far, and if you like the video, please don't forget to press the like button, and if you'd like to see more of this game, its demo, the what's this called? Oh my god. The Willowmist Emporium of Antiques and Curiosities, it's a very long name, I was just gonna call it the Willowmist, then feel free to subscribe to my channel and follow for more. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later.